Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome back to another Minecraft episode on the AlphaCraft server. We're back down today in the copper farm that we built the other day. And it's fantastic, it's amazing, you saw it working, it's unbelievably good. I'm blown away by how good it is. But it doesn't have an efficient on-off switch. What I had to do in order to get the lights in there was I had to run away over 128 blocks or so until they all despawned. And then I ran back in again, and risking life and limb, I jumped inside the spawner and I managed to get some lights up in there and before too many had spawned, and then I ran away again over 128 blocks, let them despawn. I've come back and obviously now nothing can respawn. So that's how I've had to turn this off. But there's got to be a better way of doing it than that. So what I want to do is sometime today get inside. I've managed to get some glowstone off Stina. Thank you very much for that, Stina. So I'm going to turn those into redstone lamps, and I'm going to get some redstone lamps in there with a lever to turn them off and on, and that will stop the spawner from working. So it won't stop the farm from running. Once it's running, it's running. You can't stop it because it's self-perpetuating, really. The zombies in there will call for reinforcements. They will get up here, take damage, they'll call for reinforcements, and the cycle will just continue. The only way you're going to be able to turn it off is to light it up and then leave the area and then come back, and it will be like this. Apart from the odd straggler that may be holding something, it'll be in effect off. So that's one of the things I want to do today. Another thing I want to do today is I want to move all the storage that's currently upstairs down into here. So we'll have a big wall of chests down here that'll be full of rotten flesh. We'll have a couple of clerics over there. We'll have some clerics over there. And that way we can trade with the rotting flesh, get emeralds, so on and so forth. I've dug out this side as well, so you can get into the bottom. Can't get up. So you can get into the bottom. That's the way in and out at the moment. It's a very basic in and out. That's got to be sorted out. But you can come in here and you can go down here. Watch these guys doing the stuff. I've jumped inside as well while it was quiet, and I've taken out a line of blocks in there and I've replaced it with glass. So now you can see all the way through. All of this is going to be taken out, replaced with the slate. Still umming and ahhing about a design. I want to get some copper in here. I want to get some copper in here because we've got a bit of copper. I didn't think we'd have anywhere near as much as we have. We've got quite a bit. Quite a lot, actually. So I want to incorporate a bit of a copper design. As far as filtering this stuff is concerned, we want to filter out the rotten flesh so it'll go downstairs. I want to filter out the copper and the heads so they can come down here through a chain of hoppers into barrels that are going to be here. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to replace this with a sorting system. It's the basic sorting system where the items flow across in water, and I want to use water and not hoppers because I want the items to flow straight across and into lava if they're not sucked into the filter system. If I used hoppers, they'd have to go into a dropper and then they'd have to be fired out of the dropper into lava. You're going to hear it clicking. It's more redstone. I don't need it. So therefore, I'm just going to have a water chute above some hoppers, filters. The rotten flesh will go down to the bottom, like I said. The heads will be filtered over to the front. The copper will be filtered over to the front. Anything else goes into lava, and that's that. I'm not going to bother trying to save the gold, turn it into ingots and nuggets and ingots, because we've got a perfectly good gold farm. So I don't need that. And you just can't filter out. You can, but I can't be bothered to filter out any non-stackable items. So that's all going to get flowed into lava. I had to make myself a little pumpkin farm, and I've still got my snow farm because I didn't dawn on me. And obviously it's a thing, everybody else knows about it but me. Golems will take damage off drowned when they were, or zombies that are wearing Thorn's armor. I completely forgot about it. It hadn't dawned on me. Consequently, we've lost a couple of golems, but they're easy enough to replace. In fact, I will replace those guys now. By grabbing some of these. Hello, mate. And grabbing some of these bad boys. There they are. They were hiding underneath. We've got my shears. Need some slabs as well to stop the little fellas jumping out. 3 will do. So if I get up here and I put slabs there like that, then they won't be able to jump out. Do that and that. Stick a head on and then push him into the hole. I can then cover him with that glass and move these over. So as I say, it's not too much of an issue. Just something I hadn't thought about. I'm just lucky, I guess, that these are easy enough to get to. The ones that are going to be an issue are the ones down here. The ones in there. They are a pain to get, but once it's off, I should be able to get in there and replace those relatively easily. Oh, didn't want that in my head, did I? There you go. See, easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So what should I do first? I think firstly, I'm going to move all of these chests. If I move all of these... Yeah, there's a few empty. Yeah, a few empty. If I move all of those downstairs... into here, well, I'll decorate this first. I'm going to stick a load of deep slate in here, just fill out the walls, and then I can put the chests. Maybe I'll have a column and then 3 double chests and a column, then 3 double chests and something there to break it up a little bit. Bit of hidden lighting at the top, maybe, and dig out the rest of this. I need some hidden lighting in here. I don't like putting carpet down. I love the stone. I love the deep slate. I suppose if I put slabs down, which would obviously stop spawns, then it's going to make me a little bit too high. I'm going to be up here and I have to crouch to look through, and I don't want to do that. So I'll have to work on some hidden lighting. Let me dig out all of this, and it's such a shame. Such a shame that up here I get the beacon effect and only a few blocks below I don't. Maybe I'll go and rob the beacon from at the top, put it down here, because you'll still get the effect at the top. You only get it 50 blocks below. So if I bring it down a few, or bury it, if I bury it upstairs, yes. Maybe I'll go and do that. I can do that, and then I can stick another an effect on it. I can stick regeneration on it as well, because that way when you're down here whacking them, if you take damage on thorns or get hungry, you're not going to die. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to move the beacon. So I've moved the beacon down about 15 blocks at the top. So now we should be able to get the effect all the way down the bottom, which is brilliant. So when we're digging this out, I've taken, I don't know whether haste 2 was on it or whether it was just haste, if I'm being honest. But I've left haste on it and I've put regeneration on it. So now we shouldn't take... well, if we do take damage, it shouldn't kill us, which is a good thing. What I want to do now is put the lighting in. So the spawner is at Y level 12 at -3, Z -3, and X, what would that be? 300 maybe? 300 -3 at level 16. 300 -3. So if I go and make some redstone lamps, $13 do it, 13 probably. I'm going to use them all. There you go, we've got 20. We've got some redstone. I think we've got... Take a few repeaters just in case I need them. We're going to need a lever. If I haven't got one of those, they're easy to make when you have the cobble. There. We'll have a torch as well, just in case. Gonna need some stickage, so we'll make one of those. I'm hoping, I suppose I could test it, but I'm hoping that if I stick one in the middle, obviously, and if I stick 2 or 3 around the outsides, that should light up the area enough to stop things spawning. That light level there doesn't have to be above 7, is it, or 8 or above to stop them working. It's only the ones that are 1 above and 1 below, I believe. We'll soon find out. So if I get to 300 minus 3 at level 16 or 7, I'll probably go to 17. I'll know when I'm above it because I'll have deep slate to dig through. Right. Oh, I wasn't far away. Wasn't far away at all. Right, so that can be where the first one goes. So I'm going to dig out all of this and then we'll know where to put the lights. Okay, so I put my switch in, which is there. I've hid the redstone behind the back of there. The redstone actually goes along here, under there. So I've done that. I've covered this over just a little bit. And then the lever to turn it off and on is there. I'll put a sign on that when I've got a sign. But so far it seems to be working. So as long as I turn it off, well, whoever's here turns it off when they leave. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's fine. Why is that all lit up there? It looks very light over there, doesn't it? Wonder why that is. Maybe that's just a lighting glitch. Maybe it was a glitch. I popped the roof out by mistake over there. I'm hoping it's just a glitch. We'll find out when we turn it back on again. And if I've got to move, if I've got to mess with some blocks, then I'll mess with some blocks. But yeah, lovely. So my next job is to move all of the furnaces, all of the chests from here down to the bottom. Oh, hello, mate. Last thing I need down here is one of you. Cool. Right, so I'll dig this out, make it look pretty, probably go back in the wall again, another block. Yeah, I'll inset it into the wall. Another block. And yeah, and we're on our way. Let me show you what we've done since you were last here. Then we've done an absolute boatload. Where do we start? We'll start up here. So I've got my 2 barrels in there, one for the heads in there, and one for the copper. When the filter starts working, I've not put the filter in yet. But what I have done, I'm going to put a switch there that's going to activate some lights up and down these corridors. Because at the moment, I think I mentioned it to you the last time, if I turn the lights on, it won't stop the farm because zombies will still be spawning up and down these corridors. If I light those up, then that should stop that from happening. So I'm going to try and get myself some glowstone, but in the near future. I might have to go and raid Stina again, but she doesn't have many. And I really should just go to the nether and get some. But I'm going to put a bank of lights all the way down there and under the floor all the way down there. and all the way down there and on the other side. So when I flick that lever, they're going to turn on, and they're going to turn on in sequence. So these will turn on first, then there'll be a delay, then those, then a delay, then those, then a delay. I think it's going to look brilliant. The same effect actually as the effect that Richard's got in his theatre. If you haven't seen Richard's theatre yet, go and watch his video. It is amazing, but that's the effect I'm after. I've put in some greenery because I think that looks nice. I've put patterns in the walls using walls and a mixture of walls, slate wall and stone and slate brick wall, which I think looks fantastic. That there, I think that effect looks brilliant. Really like that. Had a change of heart down here. I was going to have a wall of chests and the villagers at both ends. I'm not going to do that now because I like that effect so much. I've decided to leave it. So I'm going to have some chests there. Then I'm going to have the clerics in there. Then some more chests and so on. I'm loving the way this has turned out. By the way, so my next job, what I want to do now, I've dug a hole all the way up. Luckily, there was already a tunnel not that far away. I was going to try and bring the villagers through the nether, but I've put a portal down. It keeps linking to the portal in the mansion because the mansion is very close. And I didn't want to mess with that really. And the spawn, the villager breeder, Richard's villager breeder, isn't that far away. So I'm going to bring them through the tunnel in a boat, drop them down here. They won't take any damage if they're in a boat. Drop them into here, get a couple, put them in, put 3 beds down, get a little baby villager, get them in there. I've already made myself some brewing stands, and I put the brewing stands in the floor. I'm going to have to put a block behind there, aren't I? Yeah, because you can see over. Yeah, so the villager's going to stand on his brewing stand, turn into a cleric. We can trade with him. So my job now is to run over to spawn. I've shown you everything, haven't I, that I've done? Yeah, I've not done any of the sorting system yet. We'll do that when I've got the villagers in. Yeah, sorting system in here. Let me go and get the villagers, and I'll bring you back when we're about to lob him through the hole. Now, I'm hoping that this is not going to cause any damage to this guy at the back. I'm pretty sure it won't, unless the mechanics have changed very recently. But if I drop straight down here, we should be perfectly safe and land where we want to be. Excellent. Excellent. Welcome to your new home, fella. I need you to have a little baby zoo, so you're not going in there just yet. So I'm going to have to block this off. Exquisite. Right, I'm going to go and grab the other one, and then we'll have a little baby. So we've got our lovely lady Frilioths. I've given them some carrots. I've put down some beds. Hopefully, oh yeah, I don't want you being a fisherman. Okay, hopefully that'll change when I get you in the... Might have to break those barrels actually. I'm going to break those barrels just to be on the safe side. Hello. I need you to have a baby. Have a little baby. That'll do. Very good. Right, I need one of you to go in there, please. You'd be so kind. You are such an obliging person. Thank you very much. Get that. Get that. Put that there. Come on, and you. I'd like you to go in there too. Come on then, get in. Oh, you are too kind. Go on then, my little fella. I know you can't take a trade just yet, but you will do in a minute. No, no. Oh, he was so close. Go on, get in. You know you want to. Get in there, go on. Hopefully, you won't jump over the top. Hopefully you won't jump over the top. Oh, what are you doing in there? Okay. Didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could walk past the doors. That's put a bit of a downer on it, hasn't it? That's going to make me have to rethink the design. Go on then, go on your right ones. Which I can't remember which one. You were in the left one, weren't you? No, you were in the other one. Get in the other one. I don't know which one you were in now. Oh, you could jump over. Of course. Oh, so maybe the walls are okay. Maybe it's just me being a bit of a doofus. Let's get rid of that. Let's put that there. Okay, which... Okay. Were you in that one? Were you? Can't remember. I'll soon find out when you won't refresh your trades. I know where you two were. Okay. So hopefully that's okay. If it's not, then I'll just swap you over. If you don't refresh your trades, I'll just swap you over. Glowstone I want. Oh, did I just buy loads of redstone? I could. Okay. I meant to do that. That's exactly what I meant to do. Okay, so that's they're in. So now I'll do a little bit of trading with them. Get some glowstone and then we can start making the lights, and I could put the lights in above there and below there while it's turned off, and then I can hook up the new on off switch. However, we have clerics. Whether they're in the right place or not is another matter, but if not, I'll swap them over. Okay, so after doing loads and loads and loads of trading with those 3 clerics we've got down there, I've managed to get the lighting in, I believe. So the switch is under there, that one there. That's where you stand. So the switch is under that one. Switch it on, it lights all of these. I suppose, could I get them all lit at the same time? I guess I could, couldn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 round today. If I go over the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. No. Yes. Perfect. So that'll make all of these lights will now turn on at the same time, which I'm happy about. And then these lights, these are the lights that run down the main corridors, the main chambers, and they've got a repeater between each bank that is set to 2 ticks. So hopefully it'll have quite a nice effect. So we've got the ones there that do the main top one when they're taking damage on the magma. We've got this one here. They're in the chamber where their reinforcements are called when we whack them with the sword. Same on the other side. And then down here we have the ones underneath the farm, and I've had to do these slightly differently. These are set off via a torch not repeat or redstone, so I've had to put a switch there, an OR gate. Is it a NOR gate? Can't remember. Do you know what? I've been doing this for so long, I don't know whether it's an AND or a NAND or an OR or a NOR. Anyway, it's one of these. So when that redstone light is off, it turns, on, it turns off that torch, which turns on these torches. And these have got a 2-tick delay as well, all the way down the bottom. So I've just got to finish the other side. I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments. Just make sure it's all lovely and lit up, because once these go out, it's going to be dark. So one of those, one there. Okay, I think that's done. Don't think they can spawn on redstone, but I'm just going to spam down lights anyway. Really don't want things spawning up here, do we? Really don't. Right, so if I pop down here now, fill that hole back in. Nobody would know I was even there. Oh, do I want that up? I do, don't I? I don't like that sticking down that much. I'm going to move it up because I can. Just want to put a... Don't want to turn it on, so I'm going to stick a lever there while I move it. Yeah, better? Yeah, I like that better. Everything's still on. Okay, let's go and turn this on. I've not fired it up since we put all the lighting in, so I've got no idea what's going to happen. I am happy with that though. We'll probably have to put a sign on, obviously, otherwise people aren't going to know what to do, how to turn it off and on. But as you can see, this is lit up like some kind of Christmas tree. Nothing should be able to spawn in here. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you. Excellent. Make sure that is there. That is there. Carpet's there. I'll only turn it on for a minute because I want to see how it, whether it turns off when I walk away. So there you go. Boom, 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 boom. They've spawned already. Oh no! No, 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 no. Let's turn it back on again and see if it stops. Is it dark? It's dark o'clock. See, that's what we test for stupidity. Actually, why didn't that work? That should have worked. Oh, that's why. Perfect. Okay, that's done. Okay, all the lights are on, all the lights are on, all the lights are on. Flick it. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, love it. That will start the spawner working. Bump. Boop, 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 boop. Love it. I love it. I just love it. Just love this farm. Okay, so that's that done. Let's sleep, shall we? I'll sleep in a second. So that's the lighting done. Now I need to work on the sorting system, and then we're done. We're done then. Hello. You all right? Need anything? Cool. So we're nearly there. We're getting close to being finished. I know I've said that a dozen times now, but we really are now. There's not a great deal left to do. Now, this is where the sorter's going to be. Obviously, all the stuff gets dropped into that hopper there from the hopper minecart above it. Comes through here. This has got to go up into the sorting system. Now, the problem I've got is that I've got to filter back the items into these barrels here, which doesn't give me a great deal of room. Ideally, I'd have had that going over there and up in the corner, or over there and up in the corner, but I can't because as I say, the chests, the barrels have got to be filled in from there, so it limits what I can and can't do, which is not a biggie. So we're going to have the items coming out of there and going into droppers, and they're going to go straight up and then across the top around there, probably to about here, and then I'll stick the sorting system in, and the first hopper is going to be, I think that's copper, but I will check it. The second one, the second filter, will take stuff, rotten flesh, over to here. And I'm going to have a ring of hoppers. And the reason for having a ring of hoppers is if the rotten flesh goes in here and starts flowing this way, it's going to start backing up. Eventually it'll get to here and it'll start backing up, especially when all the chests are full. It'll all back up to here. And then if we start emptying these chests, they won't fill up again straight away because all of the rotten flesh will be in hoppers down here. So I'm going to have a ring of hoppers, so the stuff's going to circulate. Anyway, it makes sense to me. And then we'll have the drown heads going into these hoppers from a filter, and then anything else is going to come over to the end, and they're going to drop down and go into a chest, which I'm going to stick there. And there's reasons in my madness here. There's a reason for this. How many times have you stood in a farm? I've done it. I know a few other people have done it. You've stood in a farm. You've been whacking the bad guys with your sword. Oh, GG, JJ. And you've been whacking the bad guys with your sword, and you've thrown your sword. You've thrown your sword. It's gone into the system. If I just had the overflow going straight out into lava, you lose your really, really, really brilliant sword, because this is all going to be blocked in. You're not going to be able to get to this. So my idea is to lock this hopper when the farm is active. And that's what this staircase is for, just here. When these lights are on, the farm is inactive. Therefore, this will be unlocked and all the stuff will be spat out into lava. The minute you turn the farm on and these lights go out, this chest is going to be locked. So if you do accidentally throw your sword in, you can come in here, you can take it out of this chest. Okay, it's a brilliant idea. I think it's genius. It's pure genius, if you ask me. And also, there's a second reason for that as well. I was hoping initially to get the dropper that fires stuff into lava all the way down at bedrock. And then I realised I am all the way down at bedrock. So I didn't want you to be able to hear the clicking while you're in there. Obviously there's going to be drown noises, there's going to be water noises, there's going to be all kinds of noises. I didn't want you to hear the clicking, and that's another reason why I'm using hoppers here and not a water chute. I was going to use a water chute, but then I remembered spitting the stuff up into a water chute would click, and it would click every time something came through, so it would be clicking a lot, and I didn't want that. So the stuff's going to come up here, silent elevator. It's going to go along the top. If it's not filtered out, it's going to come down into the chest and then wait for you to leave and turn the farm off before everything is then dumped out and spat out into lava. It's brilliant. Anyway, I need to build this, don't I, rather than telling you how fantastic it's going to be. Yeah, oh, that was hard work, wasn't it? Right. Okay, and then I think if we have it coming across to, oh, let me put the Let me put this in first. Thought it was. Never mind. Ooh. Perfect. That there, that there. This running around here. If I put one of these there and one of these there, every time there's stuff in the bottom hopper now, it'll cause a loop, cause a clock, which will activate the observer, which will fire the dispenser. So if I put some items in there, what have I got? Chests. Does that? All of them go over there, and it clicks when it first starts and it clicks when it stops. I'm hoping there's going to be enough stuff going through it that it won't turn off and on, because I don't want it to be clicking. We will see. I think there's going to be plenty. Once it gets going, there's going to be plenty of stuff going through. I don't think it's going to click. So now I need to bring these hoppers. Where do we reckon? Excellent. So yeah, up there, across there. I want the first filter to be there. So now that's locked, it won't unlock until that hopper starts to fill up with items, and that won't fill up with items unless they're the items that we want to filter out. It's a basic sorting system. You've probably seen it before. I'm sure you have. If I run this... Yeah, no, that will be okay. It's going to lock that hopper. But I'm not too worried about that. That should be fine. So what won't go through this system? We won't get oak leaves through this system, will we? Pretty sure about that. So if we put oak leaves in there like that, and then what did we say the front one was? Did I say the front one was copper? Sorry, the left hand or right one, was it copper? Was it heads? It's copper. Brilliant. So that's got 63, and let's fill that up to 64, and then we'll know that the stuff's going in there. To be doubly sure, I could rename these leaves to filler leaves or something, just to make sure that nothing did go through. So that's unlocked. Stuff's going through there, going through there. This is going to work. There you go. So the copper's going through. I need something to eat. Okay, so it's in, and it's a tight squeeze, but I've got it all in. So as I mentioned, the first one is copper. That's going to the left barrel or the right hand barrel as you look at it. This one is rotten flesh. That's going into the sorting system. The chests, the hoppers that run to the chests at the bottom, and the last one are drowned heads, which go through to the left-hand barrel as you're looking at them. This is a waste disposal, as I said. While the lights are on and the farm is off, this will spit stuff out into lava. The minute we turn the lights off, which turns the farm on, that redstone lamp there turns on, and it locks that hopper, and that means that nothing... I can simulate it, can't I? Do that. That means nothing that goes in there will come out of that chest. So as I mentioned, if you do accidentally throw your sword in, your best sword, it'll be in here, and you can pop in and get it back. And that's linked, as I mentioned. Can't get up there now. That's linked to the lights at the top. You've seen it before. Okay, so that's that. I think we're ready to turn it on and give it a go. I haven't moved anything here. because I was going to put it in this room, but it turns out I don't have a great deal of room in here. I could put it over there. Can't put it, actually, I can't put it there because that leads into the spawning areas. So I am short of space. I thought I'd got a lot of space in here. I haven't. I've still got to break that out. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'm getting tired of looking at dark slate now, if I'm being honest. Anywho, so this is it. This is the farm. It's completed. It works. The very last thing, and I know I've said this a million times, the very last thing I need to do is make a better entrance to this. At the moment, the entrance is here, and it just leads out into this. And unless you know where you're going, you're not going to be able to get down here. I will put a better entrance on it, but not today. Today, I'm going to stick a fork in this and I'm going to call this done. Because as you can see already, we've got a fair bit of copper and a fair few heads. So that's upstairs. That's what it looks like upstairs. You've seen it. It looks lovely. Down here, I think the last time I showed you, I had slabs there, and it looked like the wall was floating, and I didn't like it, so I put it upside down stairs there, which makes it look a little bit better. So this is where all of the everything is coming, and that's my dump chest. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Especially if your name's Wolfie. Don't look at that. Anywho, and then up here we've got chests for emeralds and whatever they're trading. Anything we want. So I think it's done. I'm just going to give it another go because I love watching it. Now it does take a few minutes to start up. Oh, hang on. It does take a few minutes to start up because of how it works. Obviously, they've got to spawn, they've got to land on there, they've got to start taking damage, and they've got to make it all the way through this. So it does take probably 2 or 3 minutes to get up to speed. But once it's up to speed, boy, is it up to speed. So I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so now we're cooking on gas. It took it about, it took it a good 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes to really get going. I had to sleep once, but now it's going, and we're spawning these bad boys everywhere. Which is perfect. So now you can just stand here. You could even AFK. If all you wanted to do was grab rotting flesh and you've got nothing else to do, you could stand here and just AFK. Every so often whack some of these bad boys. And they'll spawn in some more reinforcements. And the cycle continues. So I think we'll call it a day for today then, everybody. Thank you very, very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. And don't forget to check out all the other alphas. They are all fantastic. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.